Well, hello, everyone. Pastor Ken here from Hudson First United Methodist Church in Hudson, Florida. It is Thursday, April 11th, 2024. As always, thank you for checking in today as I share just a few announcements and our one verse devotional. Hope you were able to see that eclipse this week. It was really spectacular. It's those rare occurrences that come around. And Carl and I were coming back actually from Lakeland from a retirement seminar, and we pulled over at Pilot Country close to 3 o'clock and was able to see it through those special glasses that you have. It was really incredible. I'm sure many of you got to see it. If not, don't worry. We'll get to do it all again in 2045, I understand. So don't worry, it's coming again. Well, anyway, let's jump into our one verse devotional. That's going to come from Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 24. It's a really neat verse. Here's what it says. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. It's an interesting passage here because as I was looking at this in the book of Hebrews here in this section, he's really calling for perseverance, calling the people to persevere and to be together. And I have kind of highlighted the words, let us draw near to God. Let us hold unswervedly to the hope that we have. Let us. And so this is really talking about a people being together. And this passage or this verse, Hebrews 10:24, says, let us consider how we can spur one another on. All right, so this word spur, this is an interesting word. It means to incite. I mean, it's this intensive, beyond measure, urge on kind of thing. It's rouse up, stir up. It has the thought of extreme effort. I mean, really get this going. Consider ways to spur one another, to excite, to urge on, to rouse up, to excite one another towards two things. One is toward love. And one is toward good deeds. So let's first talk about love. We talk a lot about love. I've been talking love for several years now. And we're talking about a love toward God and towards one another. What does Scripture tell us? Love the Lord your God, right? With all of your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And love your neighbor as yourself. Love others. Loving God, loving others. And when we talk about loving others, we're talking about promoting the well-being of others, regardless of who they are, where they're from, what thoughts they have, or backgrounds or whatever. We are to love. So what this is saying is, as Christians, we are to urge on, stir up, excite one another towards loving other people. I mean, really getting excited about loving others, and not only that, but also towards good deeds. So not only we love others, but then also doing good. I'm mindful of John Wesley's motto or quote of doing good, which I've shared before, and you are familiar with it, I'm sure. When he said, do all the good you can, remember that? By all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can. So here's this really a neat verse, Hebrews 10:24, about, hey, let us, we're a people, we're Christians, we're followers of Jesus Christ. And as members of the church, as a people, let's really get excited of spurring one another, of encouraging one another towards love and good deeds. Keeping this on the forefront, being excited about what we're doing in loving others and doing good for others. I think it's a wonderful verse. Hebrews 10:24. Just a passage of scripture to encourage us. Let us consider how we might spur one another on towards these things, love and good deeds. How will I be different because of this one verse? Good verse. All right, church happenings, CPR training, hands only. It's tomorrow, and some of you have signed up. Great. I think you can still show up if you wanted to. It's tomorrow, if you starting at 9 o'clock here at the church. CPR training. Mother's Day is coming up, and our tradition is to have Mother's Day slideshow with a picture of your mother. And if you'd like that included, please send a picture and the information to Christy by May 6th. That's for the Mother's Day slideshow. Go ahead and do that now so you don't forget about it. But we do need a new picture. If you sent one in last year, we need a new one because we make it fresh every year. We just encourage you to do that. Send in that picture of you and your mother, or just your mother. Send the information again to Christy here at the church office. Also, just thank you for Macaroni March. Again, we had 1,110 packages of pasta, all kinds of pasta. Well done. You're really exceeded. Doing great by overflowing 2 huge boxes. I'm really proud of you and really encouraged by the love that we were able to really spur one another on in of this good deed. So thank you for that. All right, our live stream is down, as you know. Many of you know. We're working on it. This is going to require some different kind of equipment and things. So we will record the service and get it up as soon as possible until we get this resolved. It's just how we have to work with it right now. So we apologize, but we are limited here. So we'll just do our best to get it up and running. But we are finding just some snags that we've got to work through to get this thing going again. Anyway, thank you for your understanding. And like I said, we'll get that up just as soon as possible on Sundays. Well, this coming Sunday, Carl and I will be gone. We will be in Michigan. Carla's aunt and uncle are celebrating their 50th anniversary. So we'll be going up there with Shirley and celebrating with them over the weekend. And Pastor Ken Vanderlaan will be leading the service and preaching, and we're grateful for him. So looking forward to being with you again soon. Look forward to having you in church this Sunday as Pastor Ken shares the word with you. So until we see each other again, God bless you, and have a Jesus-filled rest of the week.